This weekend we're at the Grand Island Niagara KOA.
If you're looking for easy access to the Thruway, you got it.
We've got you covered. So we arrived just before closing time. We are on C52. We've been here all of 5 minutes and already we're getting escorted. So we've landed at the Grand Island KOA. This is our shakedown trip, and we want to kind of know, what do you guys think about shakedown trips? Do you go someplace really close when you start off, so when you forget something it's easy to get home? There's Kevin. They got Kevin. So here's our site. $40 a night, full hookups. Definitely off-season price though.
Okie dokie, we are set up on our site. Here's our truck, obviously. We're walking to the front, and we are so lucky. That's the 190. It's right here on the Thruway. Fantastic. And here's site 51. Here's us. We put up our sunshade, aka a rain shade, because it's supposed to pour overnight. I don't know how we're going to do a fire tonight, because that's our fire pit right there. Probably have to put it down for now, start a fire when we're done with the fire, put it back up, because I really don't want hot ashes landing on that, but we shall see. I would prefer a dry eating area in the morning, or outside area, but we'll take it as it comes.
Well, chairs are getting brought in because we're not going to use the fire pit after all, but that's a good thing because now we can tighten up this sunshade. Yeah, already much better. And, you know, we were thinking we wanted to have the fire and we still want the sunshade because it's supposed to rain. We want to try and keep our area dry. But, yeah, Kevin's pulling it and it's almost right on top of the fire pit. So we don't want a melted sunshade. All right, we are using up the last of the 20-pound bag of potatoes that we got at the Rochester market for $3. This has provided us with several meals. They're getting kind of, you know, getting kind of nasty. They're at the bottom of the bag, but we're peeling them up and we're having mashed potatoes with our steak tonight, first steak of the season, and then we're having eggs and hash browns in the morning.
Our first trip, we like to go somewhere close, preferably somewhere we've never been, as a good shakedown trip. Because even though we've been camping for a million years, there's always something we forget. My lovely wife and I, we planned on having steaks tonight. She's cooking them because I suck at it. So we got the grill out, and I went to go grab the charcoal, which normally sits right here.
Along with the lighter fluid.
Along with the lighter fluid. Neither of them are there. Hence, shakedown trip. You know what we're not going to forget on the next trip? Charcoal.
So without charcoal, we have one of two options. We can either use the Blackstone outside, or I brought our handy dandy two-sided cast iron griddle. This will at least give us the same grill marks as on the steak. And how we're using it is by putting them over the burners on the stove.
And what's on the griddle?
What's on the griddle? Oh, I put on Blackstone seasoning. Same way you would season a cast iron pan, you would season a cast iron griddle. So I pounded them down, literally pounded them down. Good therapy. So that they'd be thinner and could cook faster. I have them marinating in Worcestershire sauce, or as Guy Fieri says, Worcestershire. They're getting ready to go on the grill. Just got to wait for the grill to get hot. Ooh. Perfect. So we've decided to share a steak since these are huge. Ooh, and look at the cross hatching, by the way. And then we're going to use the other one for steak and eggs in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Which side do you want?
The smaller one.
I believe that's this one.
Why is it always windy whenever we go camping? Steak. Kevin made mashed potatoes. I mean, I boiled the potatoes, but Kevin is the best mashed potato maker ever. Here's a pond for paddle boats and fishing. This is pond number 2. This one doesn't have the paddleboard rentals in it. I wonder if there's fish.
there is. It says catch and release pond.
Catch and release. Look at that. So it's got a little fishing pond too. So there's a laundry facility. And here's the pool. And see all these grasses here? They're all trimmed. I just did that at our house last weekend and I realized I didn't cut them short enough. So, gotta go home and do that. You can see in the distance there, that's one of the jump pads. Ooh, one of the things that pierces my brain is young children screaming. So we've already noticed at least 2 jump pads and 2 pools.
Smaller playground here in the front, near the smaller pool, near the smaller jump pad. All the big stuff happens to be in the back.
And here's the dump station.
In case you don't get a full hookup site.
Yes, but yeah, we have a full hookup site, which was only $40, so that's an off-season price for sure. But this does have a garbage can and water.
And maybe in the summertime there might be some shade.
Maybe. They also have the ability to fill propane if you run out. So.
Or exchange, it looks like. There's a lot of...
Oh yeah, lots of exchanged ones.
So if you're at the front of the park, there's a lot of pull-through, what I would call their premium sites probably. They all seem to have patios with tables and chairs and fire pits. They are graveled, they look very level, all full hookups from what I can see. And we did not pay the price for these, so we are over by the Thruway. You are right in the middle here of the bathhouse. I know that it's very large, so I believe there's got to be a good bunch of showers and, laundry facilities probably. A couple cabins on this side, more so, there they are, over here. We just happened to park in one of the pull-through sites to get this. There's Amy. There's the KOA whistle stop, and behind it's the Silver Comet. Park's got a lot of pull-through sites, and as you can see, here's the Silver Comet again. Some bathrooms over there, smaller ones.
It's another pond, some more cabins. These are really neat. Look at the patios on these.
They're nice.
They're very nice. And across there you can see the rec center, which seems to have a lot of games and fun things for kids to do. Again, there's Wi-Fi repeaters all over this place, so Wi-Fi is good. I know Kevin mentioned that earlier, but it is really good. Bears mentioning again. There's a better view of the other pool. Playground. Lots of lounge chairs, I bet. This place is probably pretty rocking in the summer. There's ladder ball and the second jump pad that has been taken down for the night. Got a bunch of kids that are playing nearby. Just outside the pool area is a really big fire pit. And the ladder ball is built in. We've got, what is this, bocce ball here?
Bocce ball, yep. Got horseshoes over here.
Horseshoes, yep. And more views of these cabins. There's a lot of them. They look really, really nice. And this looks to be a pickleball court. Yep, it just says so right on the net there. Whoop, haven't found a ball. You see we're making our way over to the playground, don't you?
I don't think we're going to be able to make it this way.
You don't think so?
No, not if you see what I see.
Oh, look, they even provide you with the paddles and balls.
Yep.
Oh, another outdoor fire pit. But it's Kevin's being a bigger door than a window. Oh, look at that thing.
That's awesome. That's wild.
See the sign that says 5 to 12 years? Sorry, Kevin. Okay, so Kevin is the campfire starter of the family, so he's done the honors. Yes, we are not real campers. I used to argue with somebody who said, oh, you're not really camping if you have something like this, and well, here we are. Age does that to you.
Morning. It's pouring.
If you can hear it, it's definitely been raining all night. First night in the camper this year, and apparently we're not used to it. Kept waking us up.
Between the rain, the wind taking the awning, and the traffic from the thruway. Although we were talking last night, so in this section of the park, you're close to the thruway, so you may be disturbed by that noise. But remember how we were showing you yesterday the roller coaster in that section of the campground? I mean, you probably hear the people screaming on the roller coasters as it goes down.
Yeah, but
so
not 3 o'clock in the middle of the night.
Well, that's true.
The rain definitely helps the traffic noise for sure. So I guess if you're staying here, pray for rain overnight.
Or if you're used to more urban areas, this would be really good for you. We're not. We're country people, so you know, we I'm not that bad. I'm having my mushroom coffee this morning. How many people of you have tried this? How many of you have tried this? Comment below. I drink my coffee black, so it's really not that big of a difference in taste. I mean, a lot of people, I guess, put creamer in it. The only thing I noticed is there at the bottom of the mug, it gets kind of gritty, which I assume is all what's good for you there. So I just kind of pour some water over it and drink it back. So, you know, cheers to my mushroom coffee friends.
I have not ventured on the mushroom coffee yet. I'm drinking regular with a little bit of sugar, no cream.
So, what do you do on rainy days? This is a debate. With us, we snuggle down. I mean, this is a great way for us to, you know, connect and just kind of hang out and be together and read our books and just chill out. But what happens if you've got kids? I mean, do you put raincoats and rubber boots on them and send them out to play in the rain, or, you know? Yeah,
we're 15 minutes from home, so it's not like we're going to be exploring anything that we haven't already explored before. So we brought our books. We've got movies if we need them, but I think if the rain is supposed to let up a little after noon, so I think we're going to be good.
That'll be great.
Yeah. I haven't checked the weather this morning, though. That's what it was last night.
Well, we can get more of the campground if we can. We tried to get as much as we possibly could last night. Yes. I mean, there may be a little bit of sunset in the background, but we were taking the opportunity with the good weather to get as much as we could. You know, hopefully today clears up, and if not, you know, you'll be watching us do this a lot.
But we also have a big breakfast plan, so we should get that started.
Yeah, all right.
All right, guys. So, there we go. So, Amy's taking a shower. I have to use the bathroom. And I'm not that mean. So I'm going to walk to the bathrooms here. And the bad part, there we go. The bad part about this park is if you're all the way in the back, the bathrooms are not a close walk, and it's still raining. Let's flip you around here. Ooh, big puddles. Okay. So there's the pool. I bet there's probably bathrooms available there in the summertime when the pool's open, but the pool's not open, so I doubt either of the bathrooms. It's a cold, late April morning. I don't even think it's supposed to get to 50 degrees today. Oh, people have already cleared out. So there's a Massachusetts car here yesterday. Alrighty, so I don't even, you can't even see the back corner there by the big white propane bottle. I zoom in, but my hand's on the umbrella. Ooh, it's windy. Once I get closer, I'll resume. Alrighty, so overnight it rained. It's still raining. You can definitely see that it was very soupy. This is the main drag here, but let's see if we can get you. Like I said, we're on site 52, not 51 or 50 like I had mentioned yesterday. There's us over there. Here we are walking through 51, and it does get a good pool. As you can see underneath our camper over there is a low spot. Site 51 here is underwater. Good luck having a fire on that. Yeah. Here's our site. Oop, I just splashed down here. Definitely soupy. I'm not gonna walk through the mud. Not wearing my best hiking shoes. I didn't bother changing out of my fake Chucks after work, so they're definitely not all-weather, water-friendly shoes here. Yep, here we go. I haven't seen our fire pit. I don't know if we're gonna be able to have one, but here's our water site. I'll say we've had the awning out all night and we're still getting wet. Here we go. Yep, that settles it. No fire tonight.
Okay, it's first thing Sunday morning, and we're really hoping to get over to the playground so Kevin can get on the swing before anybody sees us or any kids come in. Wish us luck. Testing the weight limit.
It holds.
It holds? Sweet.
Okay. So remember, this is designed for 5 to 12-year-olds. I really am gonna die. Holy shit! That was kind of fun. You're gonna have to bleep me out. You're gonna make me do it again?
Yeah.
They do have basketball for midgets. Slam dunk. Kobe.
Our own little basketball star. NBA, here he comes. And just like other KOAs, they have these cool bikes that you can rent. They have single use, and you know, if you want, 4. And just a couple doors down from the campground is miniature golf and golf cart races.
The Grand Island Fun Center, it's called.
So if you got kids, especially teenage, you got an amusement park nearby, and then go-karts and miniature golf.
Yeah, looks like 18 holes. The golf cart looks like a really cool course. It's not super duper long, but it looks like a lot of twisties, so kids will love it. There's also a laser tag we neglected to mention. Blocked off so you can't kind of see through it, but we've got a tall pole here, so we're gonna go hoo and do that. Well, I thought it was really neat. There's all these little buildings. There's also a car. That's fun.
So would we stay here again?
Absolutely not. It's not our style. It's way too close to the Thruway. If you're looking for somewhere to stop on the way to Niagara Falls or a base station, it's not bad. We prefer 4 Mile, which is up in Youngstown. I would say they're about equally as close.
This one, KOAs definitely have more amenities than state parks, but state parks are always cheaper than KOAs.
Right.
So,
and the campground at 4 Mile does have the Tour Niagara bus shuttle, whatever you want to call it.
It's free. It'll take you out all the stops you want to see in this area.
Exactly. So if you don't know the area and you don't want to figure it out, you don't want to drive, you can pick it up right at the campground.
Yeah. So until next time, guys. Happy camping.